Hey Wizards! This is Kieran Trollcaller, and I'm back for another episode of the Myth Walkthrough, and this is a monumental episode because this is the end of the third arc. Yeah, this is the end of the third arc. We're in the last row of the third arc, or we're about to start. And we are standing out here, and notice you have Bartleby in the back with his new eye, and he's learning all sorts of things. And we're going to have several stages of stuff going right now. If you were here with us last episode, you know we finished out the final quest lines of Mirage. And boy, am I stoked. Like, for instance, if you look in here, the only quests I have are fishing quests, which are I only really do fishing quests when the fishing benefit comes up, and if I have time to do it. So I kind of get to it sometimes and do it when I can or not. Anyway, but also my wand quest, which I really can't do because if you look at the recipe for the wand, Baba Yaga's legendary mace. No, the focus mage, which is the good one. I got to have all this flying squid ink, and the only way you get flying squid ink is for certain quests or certain mobs, and most of them are Empyria, and we haven't gotten to Empyria yet. So, yep, and yeah. Not to mention, I got to start doing some PvP so I can get some participation trophies, right? So maybe we'll do a PvP episode at some point. Let me know if you'd like to see me do some high-level PvP. I don't know if I will or not, but you never know. You never know. And at some point, guys, because let's take a quick look at our wizard and see exactly where he's at. We are at level 127. At some point, when we get into the level 30 and 30s, we're going to get a quest which will get us to the sewers here in Wizard City, but we're not there yet. So right now we're sitting here with 113 damage, 70. Again, level 127. We got 23 training points, tons of gold, which I just use to buy reagents whenever I go to the reagent. Whenever I go to the bazaar, I just grab whatever reagents I see, especially any rare ones. So I always just buy those on random. That's what I use my gold for pretty much nowadays. Resistance 33, 24, accuracy 23. None of that has really changed because I haven't really updated any of my gear. Let's see, critical 341, block 193. Yep, everything we saw last time, no big changes. So I'm excited, guys. I think for us to move on and get the next quest, I think we have to go to Empyria. When I logged in just a little bit ago, Fitzhume, the wonderful, happy librarian over in the Arcanum, sent me a message, and I'm not sure if that's where we need to go, but I think that's where we need to go to kick this off. Now, if you remember, guys, we left last episode, we lost Mellori. Grandfather Spider took her, which was kind of depressing, and we've got to figure out what's going on. Librarian Fitzhume, what's up?
Ah, there you are. It's time you learned a lesson about being thorough and following through with your responsibilities. Initiate. You heard correctly. You never signed your Arcanum rank promotion paperwork, so you're not officially an understudy yet. So here, sign. Done? Congratulations, blah blah. While we're on the subject of thoroughness, I hear you failed to submit your full post-Mirage report. Whatever you did in Mirage managed to pull several of the scholars' noses out of their books and get them all worked up about something. Old Baba Yaga's been ranting and raving even more than usual. I think she's even been crying. Yes, you should probably check on her.
Well, I know why she's crying. The loss of Mellori and everything. That's terrible, right? Well, let's go ahead and talk to our teacher, the great Baba Yaga.
Wizard, we have to hurry! Mellori! We have to save her! You have to save her. Grandmother Raven entrusted her to me, and I raised her like my own. I did my best, but she wanted to be a heroic wizard, like you.
Don't blame her there, do we?
Empyria. That's where Spider's taken my sweet Mellori. But Ione and some of the other scholars have a plan to rescue her. Please, after everything you've done, don't be cravenly now. The stakes are too high. Go ask Ione how you can help.
She acts as if I was going to ignore the situation. Well, let's go ahead and get straight into it. Okay, now, if you're kind of wondering where we're at, let me see here. Let me pull up my quest list for Empyria. We're right now here just in the beginning stages. Yep. So we just talked to our friend Baba Yaga, and now it's time to hop in here and get some information. So there's going to be a lot of background. So there's a lore episode.
Understudy, at last. Your exploits in Mirage, while impressive, have resulted in a situation we at the Arcanum find concerning. In an unprecedented occurrence, several scholars have paused their studies and convened to address Spider's increasing threat to the Spiral. We've learned that Grandfather Spider aims to recover his Chaos Heart, and that he plans to use Mellori in some way to do so. If the Chaos Heart is removed from its bonds in Empyria, it will unravel the very fabric of existence. Needless to say, that would be bad. The Committee of Scholars has determined a mission to Empyria is required, and that you should lead it. Do you accept this responsibility?
Heck yeah.
Good. Head to the dry docks immediately. The Committee of Scholars will brief you on the mission. I will join you all momentarily.
Excellent. Dry docks. Well, let's see. There are dry docks up here? Very good. Now, if you guys noticed, we were introduced kind of into ships when we saw the Monkeyston ship there in Azteca, and there was this great side quest in Mirage where we got to meet Sinbad. It was a side quest, so I didn't show it to you guys. But now we get to go... We have docks here, which is pretty cool. So let's head over here, and we're going to meet the committee in the dry docks. They say they have a plan. I'm kind of excited about that. So, wow. Okay. Here we go.
As you enter the cavernous dry docks, your senses are assaulted by the smell of dust and the palpable anxiety of the busy scholars. But your eyes are quickly drawn to the extraordinary ship moored close by. You get the sense you've seen it before.
Impressive, is she not? It is hard not to admire Kabbalist aesthetics, even if their intergalactic navigational systems are less than stellar.
Yes, this was a picture of the ship in the Kabbalist archive that we read 2 episodes ago when we were learning more about the Cabal.
And you ain't gonna get those systems updated with weak puns. Get back to work, bub. Ignis and I will be there to help in a minute. As for you, understudy, now's not the best time to chat, unless you're here about the Empyria mission.
I guess I'm here about the Empyria mission, so let's talk to Tarak. He's our guy from Polaris.
You're joining the mission? Great! Though I feel the need to warn you, Empyria ain't exactly a toboggan ride down the hill. Raven created Empyria specifically to keep Spider out. As such, travel and communications with Empyria are exceedingly difficult.
Difficult, but not impossible. Raven shrouded Empyria in a magical storm called the Aether, which shields the Chaos Heart from Spider. It even keeps Raven herself out. Unfortunately, the Aether doesn't seem to be a deterrent to the semi-divine, like Spider's children.
Recently, Ione received a jumbled message from the Empyrean city of Xanadu that leads us to suspect Spider's son, the Bat, is there. Then, one of our adjunct scholars decided he'd take it upon himself to go investigate, so he borrowed Spark's stream portal prototype.
Aye, and no one's heard from poor Medulla since. Oh, 'tis a right shame that. He seemed like a bright enough fellow, if not a wee bit impetuous.
Precisely why we are being extra meticulous now. There is no room for error with this mission.
Oh, hello there, Ione. We were just briefing the understudy on the particulars of the mission to Empyria.
And you're just in time to tell them all about the ship. Come on, Ignis. Spark needs our help.
Very well. Come, understudy.
Okay. Tell us, Ione.
Since the Arcanum's last voyage to Empyria resulted in depressing failure, a more reliable mode of transportation has become priority 1. Thus, the great skyship you see before you. It's called the Spiral Ark. Does it look familiar to you? It should. Perhaps you recall seeing it referenced when you read The History of the Great Schism. Those who would become the Cabal built it as a lifeboat to usher them through the violent end of the spiral that they believed inevitable. After the schism, the Spiral Ark was forgotten until a young man with an incorrigible interest in technology found it here collecting dust. As fate would have it, that young man, named Spark, hails from Empyria and has dedicated his life to solving the enigma of Empyrean travel. And despite my many objections, he has volunteered to accompany you on this mission. He is also my brother, but that is inconsequential. You and Spark should become acquainted. Here, give him this ion dust he requested, and lend him any further aid he may require.
Excellent. Let's go talk to a new friend, Spark, which was the guy that was up there who kind of mentioned it. Now, Spark, you'll notice that there's lots of Easter egg anagrams to a great series of shows that I used to watch, that I still watch, called Star Trek. So, yeah, Spark might remind you of somebody. Let's go talk to him.
The homemade world door is secured and ready for transport. You sure we shouldn't test it first?
This world door will serve as the initial stream portal link and what I hope will eventually become an Empyrean-wide teleportation network.
Ah, kinda like how a lead climber does that first free climb to install the guide rope, so everyone else can use it to scale the mountain.
I suppose so, yes.
Just gotta get that first anchor point down, right? Oh, hey there, understudy. Excuse me, I need to check the status of the hull.
Greetings, understudy. I am pleased that we may finally be formally introduced.
Let's talk to Spark.
I am called Spark. It is my honor to serve as your science officer for this mission. Do I detect the invigorating smell of ion dust? Excellent. Come, I will show you what the ion dust is for, and along the way, I can show you around the spiral arc. Please, follow me.
Okay, so we're doing a tour. Yay.
This is the Ark's main machine room, which I have retrofitted with a sublight stream drive engine. Ignis is smoke testing the stream drive now.
Spark, me boy. Your engine sure is impressive, but I can't seem to get her to spool up to maximum warp.
Have you tried increasing the aperture of the fission intake?
I'm giving her all she's got. I just can't do it. I need more power.
Intriguing. It will take some time for me to properly diagnose the issue.
I trust you'll figure it out, Spark. Now, if that's all, I've another mission-related task I need to tend to.
Yes, of course. Thank you for your assistance, Ignis. Understudy, we should make haste with the tour.
Okay, let's keep going. Very good. Let's head up in here. Ooh.
These stately doors lead to the surprisingly spacious living quarters. Say what you will about the Cabal, the ensuite lavatories are far more comfortable than those here in the Arcanum. Moving on.
Funny. Okay, let's go down this hall, and here we are.
This is the emergency escape pod bay. The pods are superfluous to our mission, but removing them all would require too much effort.
Very nice. I like the ship. I love all the wood accents to it. Very, very cool.
Here we find the heart of my intra-ethereal navigational guidance system, the Lux Capacitor. It uses quantum photon superpositioning to breach nanospace, allowing the Ark to travel through the stormy ether subatomically. Its design came to me after I slipped and hit my head in the aforementioned cramped Arcanum lavatory. Shall we continue to the bridge?
Funny. The bridge.
Our tour comes to its conclusion here, on the bridge. There under the main viewer is the Cyclolabe. It will help us plot courses through the ether, a storm compass, as it were. And we will end the tour with the one detail technology cannot update, the captain's chair, rather, the person in it. Without a sky captain experienced in ethereal travel, the chair and this mission are utterly futile. Fortunately, the scholars have this issue mostly figured out. It would be prudent for you to check on that. I really should get back to work.
Okay, well, let's go back to the dry dock and let's go talk to Tarek, because apparently we've got to find ourselves a captain who can get us through everything. Very, very nice. Okay, let's... Gosh, this is so far away. Whoops. The world door is pretty cool, though. We've had to fix those before, or we've seen them broken before. Yeah, we've seen them broken before, like in, oh yeah, like the world door that was on his side over in Chrysalis. Yeah. Very nice. Okay. There we go. There is Tarek. Let's catch up with him.
About time. We should have told Spark to skip the lavatory tour. Listen up. We need to discuss the recruitment of the Sky Captain. The mission requires a Sky Captain with experience in Empyria. I'm sure we don't need to explain how limited that selection is.
There is only one such person known to us scholars, a wharf rat of dubious reputation, by the name of Captain Taylor Coleridge.
You remember him, right? As we understand it, you and old Coleridge met in Chrysalis a while back.
And we're hoping that relationship will help recruit Coleridge to this mission. He's not my first choice, but he'll have to do. Our intelligence has tracked him to Polaris. I'll mark the location on your map.
Captain Cool Ranch is essential to the mission. Whatever it takes to convince him to help, you do it. Whatever it takes.
Captain Cool Ranch. That's too funny. Okay, guys. Well, let's go ahead and find ourselves a captain for this journey. And, of course, that's going to take us to Polaris. So just so you guys know, let's talk a little bit about Empyria. Empyria is essentially a double world because it came out in two parts, both with full storylines, with full climaxes, different areas of it, kind of like Chrysalis. You know, Chrysalis came out in two parts back in the day, and we're seeing the same thing here with Empyria. Now, there we go to Polaris. Empyria itself has a total amount of, let's see here. Ooh. So, the first part has 79 quests, which is a good-sized world, okay? And part 2 has 70 quests. So we're looking at about 149 quests total. You know what's funny about that? That's not even as big as Azteca. So even though it's more of a double world, it's not even as big as Azteca, because Azteca has even more quests than that, believe it or not. Biggest world out there. And of course, you know, Chrysalis was a double world of 277 quests, so...
The hero of Walrusburg arrives in our time of need. The crooked inspectors are harassing my husband in the stockroom. Help him.
Well, I think that's just endemic of the developers of the game learning things as they've been working and making stuff and getting feedback from the players. And as much as I think a lot of people liked those two really large worlds, I think for the most part the feedback on the third arc, where the worlds had been around 100
We've given
quests.
you multiple warnings, Coleridge, yet we continue to receive reports of rats in this establishment. Clean up or pay up.
Ye feather-brained fish flingers wouldn't know a rat if it were standing right in front of ye. We ain't bribing ye without a fight, yeah.
Was that a threat? According to Law 401-861B, threatening a city official is a capital offense. Prepare to be punished. Who are you?
Wizard, how ya been? What brings you? Actually, what do you say ye help me swab this scum out of me stockroom? Then we catches up.
It's always a fight. Okay. Well, anyways, like I was saying, you know, I think the developers found that the sweet spot in Worlds is anywhere from the way it was in the first arc, where you had about 120 quests to about, 80 quests. So right in there. So if you notice that everything here in the third arc were, instead of them getting bigger and bigger worlds like they did in the second arc, the third arc we have worlds that are in that 99 up to 115 and as low as, like we're saying right now, 70. Which, honestly, fantastic storylines. I don't think we miss anything. They still feel quite well put together. And I don't know, I really enjoy them. Let's see here. Go ahead and put another blade up. Inspectors, right? So I'm pretty excited about this. Now, there is a ton of fighting, as you would always expect, and a ton of side quests. But there's some good talking. So my hope is maybe we can get through Empyria this month while we're doing a quest a day. That really speeds things up, as we found in Chrysalis. What's really kind of funny about Chrysalis is we still didn't finish it in the month of November. We went a little bit over the month of November to finish out Chrysalis, which was kind of funny. It was such a huge world. But I think we stand a good chance of doing what we need to do here. Gosh, I'm not getting any of the spells I would prefer to have right now. That's okay, because one of the big ones will show up here in just a moment. Very, very nice. Now, so right now we're doing the setup. I don't know if we're going to make it all the way to Empyria in this episode, because we're already starting to run through some time, but we are doing all the setup so we can get going on the ship, so I'm pretty excited. Now, again, first we have to find this captain, so I think that'd be a good goal for us is to see if we can get ourselves a captain. Yep, we can get him over to the Arcanum so we can go ahead and get this expedition on the road. Okay, let's knock this guy out. My goodness. Still not getting what I need. And the froggy's just not going to do the job. So. Okay, we need to hit him before that thing comes out. Ooh. Very, very good. Okay. Now, good news, guys, is that Empyria is not even the last world now. When I started this walkthrough, Empyria was well, it wasn't the last world then because they just released Caramel. Now they have Mellori out, so we have a really neat arc going with those new worlds, and I cannot wait to go through those worlds as well with you guys. My goodness, I still don't have it. I guess with one more blade, I think we'd be enough with the frog to do it, but I want to make sure we have enough. I don't want to not kill him, right? Okay, we gotta get something that's going to crank up our shadow pip rate, because my shadow pip rate is horrible. Yeah, I should have a shadow pip by now, shouldn't I? Yeah, I mean, for sure. Nice. Okay. Well, there, and still we don't have it. I can't believe we don't have a shadow pip. Oh my goodness. Okay. Let's do this, because getting hit by 3 all the time, and he's going to hit me hard. Oh. This fight should not be that hard. That shadow spell, I think, is going to hit me. This is not going to feel good, guys. Ooh. They better not attack. They better not hit. Fizz? Okay, good. Fizz? Just fizz. That works for me, because I'm about to get rid of them. Okay. Well, at least we got all 3 blades. Maybe he'll do more damage than I think. Well, we'll take the win, right?
Coleridge, I did not know you were friends with the hero of Walrusburg. Perhaps I was a bit overzealous. Upon further inspection, I officially declare this establishment healthcare compliant. Au revoir!
Thank the 70 seas ye wandered in when ye did, old friend. Come, let me pour you a tasty tiki drink on the house.
Let's go get a tiki drink, then. I'm looking forward to that. Okay, let's see if we can talk Captain Coleridge into being our captain, okay?
Mon amour, what happened? The vile inspectors, they ran away so fast. Was Escoffier crying?
And all who heard should see them there, and all should cry, beware, beware. The crooked inspectors won't be bothering us anymore, me love.
C'est magnifique! The hero of Walrusburg strikes again. I will pour for you our most popular drink, a poisson colada.
Okay, Coleridge. We gotta talk.
Yeah, sounds as though we've both led exciting lives since we parted last. Come, let us swap stories over tropical-themed novelty beverages.
I wish I could get his staff.
Come here for a tasty tiki drink? You want me to captain a skyship to Empyria? Absolutely not. The fate of the spiral is at stake. Answer still no. Sorry, I'm done sailing. I am a small business owner now, and a husband. Besides, even if I wanted to help, which I don't, I wouldn't be of much assistance to ye. Me exploits in Empyria came purely by accident. We happened upon Empyria because I got lost searching for the storm gate to El Dorado. We only made it out thanks to a child's lucky guesses.
Stormgate to El Dorado. That is a reference to Pyro 101.
At least that's what they told me happened. I was knocked unconscious in a shipwreck. Woke up days later, docked at some strange library. The navigator from that fateful journey was really the one most responsible for piloting the ship the entire time. That navigator is actually a sky captain in his own right now, and an adventurous one at that. He goes by the name of Captain James T. Pork. As it happens, he and his crew passed through here but a few days ago. They were heading to Azteca. Said something about an asteroid. If you tell Pork there's glory to be had, he'll join your cause, no matter how perilous the journey. Look for him in the Zocalo. Oh, and if you happen to run into our dear friend Old Cobb, do send him this way. Tell him he'll never have to pay at the Radadiki.
Okay, Coleridge. Well, there we go, guys. Coleridge, not going to captain, but I think he sent us in the right direction because it sounds like this Pork guy was the one doing most of the hard work anyways, which doesn't surprise me with Coleridge. I don't know if you remember the last time we had to hang with Coleridge, you know, it was pretty much that scenario. So let's get going. We need to go ahead and find Mr. Pork, and we're going to Azteca. So to Azteca we shall go. Ah, yes. My favorite second Dark world. Also longest single world here in the game. Yeah, this is the longest one they made. Lots of good stuff in here. I really enjoyed Azteca. Okay, unfortunately, there's a there's a meteor asteroid coming down. Okay. Yep, it looks like it hasn't hit yet.
Got a second? Please, it's an emergency. Life or death.
Okay, let's talk to this guy.
So, are you a powerful wizard, or do you just dress like one? You are? Great. Whatever powerful wizard stuff you're up to is gonna have to wait. My captain needs your help. Follow me.
Whatever powerful wizard stuff has to wait. Okay. So, what's going on? Beans.
Here's where the frenzied she-beasts captured him. I'm no good in a fight, but I'll do what I can. We just gotta hurry.
Okay, let's go. Let's go. Very nice, very nice. Okay.
Beans, my trusted companion. I knew you'd bring help. Get me out of here before these morosely magnificent priestesses sacrifice me.
That's the guy we're looking for.
The soulful eyes and the flawless, scaly skin has the key to the cage. Careful, she bites.
Only the worthy may enter the shrine to the crying sky.
Okay, well, there you go. Couple of elites, I see. A couple of elites. So let's go ahead and do what we need to get these elites out of the way. And with classic Azteca combinations, there's a storm and a myth. But since they're elites, the resist won't be as high, so we can hammer them and be done with it. Okay, so, well, no, and, no, let's do this. Hope I don't regret that later. Boy, that's a big cat hit. Big time. Very, very, very good. Now, let's see here. Hopefully we can talk Pork into coming with us. But since we're saving his butt, I don't think that'll be that hard to do. Boy, they're just whittling down my health bit by bit. Still higher health than my Storm Wizard, though. I'm good with that. Gosh, my poor Storm Wizard, he's sitting there in Caramel. I haven't been able to get back there and finish questing with him. Poor guy. Alrighty. Oh, that's an option. That's an option. Gosh. My Shadow Pips are still going up slow. We definitely got to do something about that. Very good. We got this now. I like to be able to put up so many blades. Oh, that makes me breathe a little heavier. I mean, that's a sigh of relief right there, because that could have easily been an earthquake. Earthquake, that would have been terrible timing for earthquake. Oh, they stunned me. Are you kidding me? They stunned me. Let's try it again. That works too. I mean, they could have done it. They could have done the earthquake, you know. So here's good news. No earthquake. Is it my turn yet? Oh my goodness. Are you kidding me? Wow, I don't even know what to say about this. Well, I gotta have a long talk with my deck, because I think I'd be better off. Maybe I need to thin my deck out so I get the right spells up at the right time. There we go.
Such unrest only further angers the crying sky. Here's the key to the cage. Just promise you'll take the pig man far away.
Oh, don't pretend you won't miss me. Beans, you heard the lovely lady. Let me out of this cage. We've got places to go.
Darn it, James, I'm a doctor, not a locksmith. Wizard, would you be so kind as to use the priestess's key to let Captain Pork out of his pen?
Okay, here we go. Let's let Pork out. Okay, let's
Freedom
go.
at last. I warned you, captivating captors, that my crew would come for me. There will be no sacrifice this day.
What? We never planned to sacrifice you. We locked you up to keep you out of our personal space while we pray.
And that only caused you more grief, didn't it? Beans, new wizard friend. Let's leave these gals to their prayer.
What a turkey. Well, we're going to be dealing with him for quite a bit, so might as well get used to Captain Pork. He's going to be part... Looks like there's a good chance he's going to be part of the crew. So let's check up with him. Boy, this is a terrible place to have a meeting.
I can't thank you enough, Wizard. Your timing is impeccable. The name is James T. Pork, captain of the sky ship Endeavor. Charmed, I'm sure. I assume you're already acquainted with my chief medical officer here. I don't know where Beans found you, but I'm glad he did. Thank you both.
It was more like the wizard found me. They just dropped everything and ran headlong into battle without flinching.
Impressive. I could use someone like that on my crew. Interested, Wizard? Great. First things first, we should probably leave Azteca. Now, but don't worry. A new mission will find its way to us. They always do. What's that? You know of a mission? Empyria, you say? To save the spiral? No. My precious Endeavor, though a strong ship, will never survive the stormy Empyrean ether. What? The Arcanum as a ship? That's different. We're in. Beans and I will secure provisions and meet you at the Arcanum. I remember the way.
Excellent. Very good. So now we have our captain. Let's head back to the Arcanum. And you know what? I think we're just going to have to call the episode here. So, like I said, this would probably be a big lore episode, and it was. And here's the good news, is we know a little bit more about Empyria. We know more about the Arcanum. So, guys, this was Kieran Trollcaller for the Myth Walkthrough. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button to help us out. Thank you so much for hanging with us. We'll have another episode tomorrow, and keep this adventure going. Catch you later, guys. Bye-bye.